Hey guys, and welcome back to the 0 to Gold Cap Transmog challenge. So in this challenge we're going to be farming transmog and selling them until we have 10 million gold liquid. So not in listings but in actual sales up on the auction house. I believe this is episode number 12, so let's see how we go. Before we get into it, if you'd like to learn how to make millions of gold in retail and learn all the secrets to making gold caps, you can find all of that inside of my gold making guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. It's a guide that I constantly update for all future patches and expansions. And if you already own a copy, you get a lifetime worth of free updates, which will be automatically sent to your email address every time I update the guide. And that'll be the first link down below in the description box. But to start off with this episode, we're going to do some runs of Stratholme. The righteous orbs are still worth a lot of gold. We're a few days away from patch 10.1.5 and the prices are really good, and obviously we can get some transmogs while we're doing the run. Alright, so we're done with the runs. Let's clear out the bags and get rid of all the trash items we don't want, and we'll also disenchant the blues and stuff that are soulbound. So the way that I'm doing it is with TSM. We're using TSM vendor operations, so we make a group. Everything that we loot we put in the group. We don't want the plans in there. We just want the transmogs. Let's put them into the keep one. So we have a group for keep, and this just basically doesn't post the items or sell the items if they're under the 500 threshold. Then we have transmog, and then we have a vendor operation set up with the transmog. So anything under 500 gold market value we actually vendor, and then everything else we have a mailing group which we mail off to our bank gold. Let's go ahead and clear out the bags here. So as you can see, it's getting rid of everything that is under 500 gold. So all the stuff that we don't want, pretty much. And what it'll do is it'll sell all of them. It won't sell the soulbound items. So what you can do, you can vendor them, or if they're worth disenchanting, you can also disenchant them. So all the BOEs that we're left with are BOEs that we want to keep. We've got a couple of plans. We keep the plans on a separate character for the challenge. So what we'll do is we'll disenchant all of those, all the blues and soulbound items that we've got here, because you can get a decent amount from disenchanting at the moment, which is pretty cool. Where's our disenchant tab going? Here it is. Right, let's go ahead. We'll disenchant these. Because you can get these gems right here, the greater eternal essence, and they go for 28 gold each at the moment, which is really good. So we only got a few transmog items to sell, so not many whatsoever. I think we got like a handful of them, a couple recipes. However, our next farm will be mainly transmog, so we'll see what we can do. But we definitely had to do the runs of Stratholme because of how much gold you make from the righteous orbs, and also the essence of undeath, which both items I'm actually stocking up on and keeping them for the patch in case they go up in price a lot more. As you can see, we just got back-to-back greater eternal essences from disenchanting, which is 55 gold each, so it's definitely worth doing at the moment with these blues anyway from Strath. However, we'll disenchant all the rest of the soulbound items. We'll move on to the next farm. Alright, so next up we're going to do some trusty old Silithus, see if we can get anything good from this farm. Right, let's start up Ludicrosa, refresh it. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can get a T-Boo or a Flaming Skull Shield or something good. Blade of Henna even, I'd be happy with all of them. Oh, the jade pieces are still worth a good amount of gold. We just got one piece right there. We got the chest. It's got a pretty good sell rate, a really good sell rate for transmog actually. All the main sets that you get from Silithus sell pretty good. Like you've got like your Jade, your Glorious, your Vanguard, all of them sets. They sell really well actually. Oh, we got the Vanguard boots, as we were just talking about. They're really good. So this is one of the pieces from the other set. Alright, so we're 24 minutes in, 25 minutes in. We're about 100k market value. We got a few decent items, nothing crazy. but a few good greens with some decent sell rates and prices, so we're happy with that. We'll do a bit more and see if we can get lucky. A quick moment to talk about today's sponsor, which is IRLWOWLOOT. This is a apparel company which sells WoW related products like t-shirts, jumpers, mouse pads and cool things like that, and they have some really awesome World of Warcraft related designs. So they've got some really cool designs for like t-shirts. You can also get a custom t-shirt with your character name and your guild in like the font from in the game. It's really awesome. They also have some really cool gaming mouse pads with some awesome designs on them, as you can see. Now if you want to check this out, you can head over to IRLWOWLOOT/Buffy, and you can also use the coupon code to save 10%, Buffy10, and you can use that at the checkout to save 10%. Thank you IRLWOWLOOT for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so next up we're going to do some SM Grave. So this is Scarlet Monastery, and it's this one right here. So we're going to do probably around 10 runs of this and see if we can get any good items. Alright, we got Looter Press going. Let's see how we go. Alrighty, so we're just about done the first run. We've got nothing too much that run, well so far. We'll see how we go though. We'll do 9 more runs, we'll do the 10 runs, see if we can get any luck. There's a couple really good items you can get from here that are worth like hundreds of K, hundreds of thousands of K. So very good potential. And we're done. So we're going to dream walk out, reset the dungeon and dream walk again, and we'll be back at the entrance of the dungeon ready to run it once again. Alright, we've only done 5 runs, we've got 12k. I think we're going to we've got to do something, so we'll do a different farm once we get back and mix it up. Alright, we're going to do some Saltstone Cave farming. So this is the location right here. It's in 1000 Needles down in the cave, and this is the entrance. So you obviously get the Saltstone set, and it all sells for a lot. The pants and the NA sell for like 100,000 gold. They're really good sellers too, so it's a great farm. You get a lot of other transmog pieces also that add up too. So let's throw on our loot appraiser and let's see what we can get. Alright, so if you don't know this farm, I'll just show you where you actually run and how you do it. So you start at the start, very simple. Then you want to do it right if you're running this way. You basically just want to do a loop around the whole cave. When you come up here, you want to make sure you get the guy up the top there, and then you want to go around here. Then once you get up the top here, you simply want to jump down onto the left side, so down here. Then you go around here, make sure you get the one up in there, get these ones, this guy, and then you want to make sure you get this guy, but then you go left in the middle, clear out the middle, you jump up here, and then you run back at the start and you rinse and repeat that. So you go all the way out to the start. Obviously you want to loot as you do it, and then you go back and you just rinse and repeat that process. Very good farm. Oh nice, we got the, I think it was the legs, where are they? Oh, we got the boots, awesome. So in my round they're currently going for 25k, very nice. Oh, we got some boots, they were blues, they were decent. What do we got here? 5k, decent. Alright, so we're at 30 minutes, we got 70k worth of transmog items. So what we're going to do, let's throw them in the group and we'll sort out which ones we want to keep. Any that are under 500 gold will be vended. So let's go use a vendor. We go to groups, transmog, click this. Sometimes you do get a TSM error. You just reload and then you can do it right away and it'll actually work right after. So let it load us in here. Go to groups, click on sell groups, and it'll go through and it'll sell everything that is under whatever your operation has set up for this group. So we have it set to 500 gold, so anything under 500 gold market value will be sold, except we have some of these in a group that is called keep, just so we don't sell some of the materials that we want to keep that are under 500 gold. But anyways, we're going to sell these off, and we're back at Silithus, good old Silithus. Let's see how we go. We'll do a little bit of this, hopefully we can get lucky. Oh, this is a decent piece, the lofty breastplate of the quick blade. So we've been doing it for 5 minutes, we're already at 62k worth in market value, so we're looking pretty good. And we're already at 100k market value in 10 minutes. Oh, we got the jade breastplate. This thing sells really good. It's got a really good sell rate for transmog pieces, so we're cheering with that. What is the total at? 163k. Oh, we got the glorious shoulders. Nice. Alright, so this is where we're going to end this Silithus farm. So we ended up doing it for 51 minutes with a bit of AFKing, and we got 252k in market value, which is really good. We got a couple decent items with decent sell rates. Alright, we're going to run some Eyes of Thunder next. You can get some really good transmog pieces from this farm, and also you get Motes of Harmony and raw gold to make some steady gold also. Alright, let's see how we go. We'll just throw some marks up. Alright, we threw down the marks for old bud, we're ready to go. Let's see what we can get, fingers crossed. So you make a good amount of gold from the Motes of Harmony. They sell in the auction house really quickly, and then also you get raw gold. But on top of that, the main thing we're after is obviously the transmogs, because there's some really good selling ones that you can get from here that are worth a lot of gold. Ooh, we just got some 30k shoulders. So these ones right here, 30k market value, 5k my realm. Decent, not too bad. They are very weird looking. Alright, so we've finished the first inventory, and we're sitting at about 180k worth of loot in market value in only 13 minutes. This is why I love this farm so much. You just get that much, so much transmog and loot from this. It's so good, and the steady gold obviously comes in handy. So let's sort out the items we want to keep. We'll sell everything that is under 500 gold, except our lockboxes and our Mote of Harmonies. Alright, so we're 25 minutes in at about 260k market value, which is really nice for the time. We should be looking at about a 500k market value for the hour if we don't do any AFKing and mess about. Or we could get even more if we get some good RNG. As we can see, oh, we just got a 33k piece right then. Very nice. Ooh, we got a blue. That's pretty rare from this farm. You don't get many blues from this one. This has gone for 24k on my round. Nice. Alright, we finished up with Eyes of Thunder. We got about 450k worth of market value, which is really nice. What did this guy get? Well, that's decent. Oh, we sold his last one 49k. Anyways, we'll move on to the next farm. Alright, so the next farm is going to be 10 runs of Menatomes. See if we can get anything good from here. Nice quick dungeon with a few really good loots, and also good items to just pad out the auction house. Let's go ahead, use our potions, and we're ready to go. We're going to run this in feral. It's the quickest way to run dungeons. You choose speed set, make sure you've got your buffs, and we should be ready to go. So we'll do 10 runs and we'll see what we end up with. Alright, so we've got to do the first bag clean out, get rid of all the things that we no longer want. We did one run as heroic accidentally, so we've done about 4 runs so far, and we're at 72k worth of market value. Alright, so let's go ahead, add the new items to our group, and we'll go ahead and use the mount and vendor everything under 500 gold. Alright, perfect. And there's a vendor right here. We're going to have to reload TSM to do this. Most likely we are. Sell group. Oh no, it's all selling. Alright, so as you can see, it goes through anything that doesn't meet the criteria, which is set to 500 gold minimum value. We'll go through and we'll sell all of them except the soulbound items. Then you go through and just vendor the soulbound items ourselves. Alright, so we'll let this finish up and we'll go in and finish the runs. Alright, so we're just going to do the 6 runs for now and we'll move on to a new farm. We got 84k in market value, which is decent. However, let's move on to and we are back on the Transmog bank ult, what we're doing the challenge on. Let's check out what we're currently sitting at. So in the auction house, we have currently 20 million worth of transmog items listed up on the auction house. We have 1,190 items. So that is looking really, really good. Everything is over 500 gold market value. Anything below we've been vendoring. So we only have really, really good items left up on the auction house for sale. We currently have 1,216k liquid gold. So we're going alright for the challenge. We haven't been reposting as much as we should be lately. However, we have 400k in sales. We sold, with the big sale being the Black Rock Bulwark that we farmed and got lucky enough to get a few episodes ago, like 1 or 2 episodes. So we got some decent sales right here. Let's go ahead and collect the 405k, and that brings up the total liquid gold to 1,621k. And that is where we're going to end this episode right here. If you'd like to learn how to make gold in depth in retail World of Warcraft, you can check out my complete gold making guide. It will be the first link down below in the description box. It's a guide that I constantly update, and in the future, if you already own a copy, you get all future updates for a lifetime completely for free. So every single patch and a new expansion that comes out, I will be doing updates to the guide and you'll get those all for free. That'll be the first link down below in the description box, and thank you for watching today's episode.